Let's now connect the term ethics to our three previous terms. Essentially, ethics is a field of study in its own right, and it's about what we understand to be good and right behaviour and how people actually make those judgments. Very specifically for us, and this is where it goes beyond personal individual values, ethics is about agreed values, and this is typically based on standards of right and wrong that determine what individuals ought to do in typical situations. So within a profession, it would be about the right and wrong behaviours for professionals in that field, and typically would be about the rights, obligations, responsibilities, and how that profession relates to society in terms of its benefit to society. It's important to recognise that it's not an individual exercise. If it was, one could say that Hitler's behaviour was ethical because it conformed to his definition of right, fair and good. So ethics is about social or group definitions about right or wrong behaviour, not just individual frames. So let's try and put it all together into one complete model. Firstly, values we know. Core beliefs about right and wrong. In other words, we may have a value about the sanctity of life, importance of liberty, equality. Principles, it's a term that was mentioned earlier, and these are broader frames of right and wrong, and they're typically sets of core values. So for example, if we take the broader principle of creating a society that fosters social justice, equity and tolerance, or a meritocracy or something like that, it's actually comprised of a number of core values. So what about morals? Well, morals again are made up of values, and they are principles relating to right and wrong conduct. For example, when we talk about sexual activity, one may have a moral that says sex is before marriage is wrong. So that would be an example of a moral principle. And let's connect it to ethics. Central point is that ethics will be underpinned by values, principles and morals, but they're specifically within a particular agreed domain. It could be a society, it could be a profession. And when we talk about professional ethics, it's about those values, principles, morals that are seen to be fundamental to professional activity and practice within that profession.